Hey there, Parker Reed here, and welcome to PR Media, your home for everything movies and music through my eyes. And today we have a review of the new movie, The War with Grandpa. The War with Grandpa is a 2020 American family comedy film directed by Tim Hill from a screenplay by Dom J. Astle and Matt Ember, based upon the novel of the same name by Robert Kimmel Smith. It stars Robert De Niro as Ed and Oakes Fegley as his grandson Peter, alongside with Uma Thurman, Rob Riggle, Laura Marano, Cheech Marin, Jane Seymour, and Christopher Walken. The film is about a young boy who works to get his grandfather to move out of his room after he moves in with his family. So to start things off, going into this movie, I thought it was going to be a quintessential 2005 Will Ferrell comedy, and for the most part it was. So as long as you manage your expectations, you might be able to get something out of The War with Grandpa, but I was checking my watch quite a few times during this movie. To start off on the positive side, sure, there is a nice family message about accepting your family for who they are, accepting their faults, accepting their shortcomings, and being willing to make sacrifices for them for the betterment of the family group. I thought that was a good message to have, but it's been done over and over and over and over and over and over again, so I knew what the message was going to be as soon as I stepped foot in the theater. And for the most part, everyone plays their roles pretty well. Everybody is who they are. Basically in every film, Uma Thurman is a nice charismatic mother in this movie, and it feels like Robert De Niro for the past 5 to 10 years has only played grandfather roles, and he plays the quintessential grandfather role in The War with Grandpa. Rob Riggle does a great job as the dad, and basically his only job is to look surprised and scream at things, which is basically what 9/10 of Rob Riggle's life is already, so he did a great job as you might expect. Another fun aspect of The War with Grandpa is it's pretty well shot. Sure, everything is pretty flat lighting and sometimes it can look like a TV movie because there's really no scenes at night. But for the most part, it looked good, it looked clean, it looked cinematic, so I wasn't complaining from a visual standpoint. It's just almost every aspect where I was. A movie like The War with Grandpa really leans on its kid actors, and for the most part, they were pretty rough in this movie. They were a bit over-exaggerated. They were a bit hard to believe. It felt very Nickelodeon to me, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to discount that sentiment just because they're kids, oh, you need to kind of believe that they wouldn't know how to act that well. But there's been plenty of fantastic child performances over the years, so they don't get a discount from me, especially in a movie that had millions and millions of dollars in its budget. Could have got some decent kid actors. They weren't horrible or cringeworthy by any means, but they didn't stand out very well. And overall, the grandson character, who should have been the main character of The War with Grandpa, kind of played second fiddle to Robert De Niro the entire time. And the comedy in The War with Grandpa is very slapsticky, it's very fart and poop joke, and oh look, Grandpa fell, or look, Grandpa's friend fell, and isn't that funny, guys? And I get that I'm not the key demographic for this movie. It's probably aimed at kids 12 and younger, so a 24-year-old man with a beard going to see it in the movie theater probably wasn't what they're going for. But this movie wasn't without its charm. By the end of it, I did feel for it because that's exactly what it was going for. It was going for that little sentimental, heartfelt ending, and it got it for the most part. But getting there, the hour and 40 minutes I spent in the theater, I wish I could get back because I could have watched any movie anywhere from 2001 to 2007, and it would have been the exact same thing. So after some deep contemplative thought, my final rating for The War with Grandpa is a 4.5 out of 10. I will never be revisiting this, I won't buy it, but it wasn't the worst movie ever made. It's just ultimately very forgettable, and let's let Robert De Niro play some prestige roles again, get him some nice juicy roles like Joker last year. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram, and comment, and subscribe if you so choose. My name is Parker Reed, you've been watching PR Media. Keep supporting physical media, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.